Hello? Hey guys, I missed it. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, you know that I've taken about a year break. Literally today, I went to go double check on my YouTube and I found out that the last video I posted was May 8th, 2021, and today is May 8th, 2022. That was like, I did not plan that. I really needed this last year of a break. I posted my last video, fully anticipating to come back the next week. Love you guys. And then I just didn't for like a year, so I'm sorry if you're still here. Thank you so much for sticking around and following me on my other platforms, which you can find me at Kristie Sita on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. I'm there active every single day. And y'all have been asking over there for me to come back over here, and I've missed you, and I've missed the creative aspect of editing and creating these videos for you guys. Today marks a new chapter on my YouTube, and I'm so excited to just be super transparent with you guys on my journey and moving forward of everything going on in my life, because a lot has happened since last year. Growing in relationship with my family and my friends, traveling. You'll notice because the few videos after this one, I'm just kind of like randomly traveling, and then we'll get into our regular content. I thought today, let's answer some questions that you guys have had, some things you've been asking over on my Instagram. Make sure you guys turn on your post notifications for YouTube right now, because going forward, I'm gonna be posting 1 to 2 times every single week. Okay, let's start this Q&A. Okay, so first up we have, how are you doing lately? To be honest, guys, if you follow me on my other platforms, these last 4 months have been incredible, but right before that, I definitely went through a really dark season. It was my first experience with any type of depression and kind of experiencing those emotions that were so uncontrollable. And that was something that I really got super frustrated with starting in February, because I'm just like, this is not who I am, this is not how I act, this is not how I normally feel. And it really took letting go of something in my life to really propel me forward into this new journey that I needed to go on between self-love and self-discovery and just freedom and living and being young and traveling and doing all these things that my heart really wanted and needed to do. And it's literally made me the best person I could possibly be. I feel more like myself than I have in years. And so right now, to this day, I am doing amazing. I am probably the happiest I've been in my life in a very long time. But I needed to go through that dark time to get to this right now, and right now I am so happy, I am so excited, I am so in love with my life and what I get to do, and that's, I guess, how I am right now. And a little bit about how I've been. How's the new house? You guys might notice, but we are not where we used to be. We are actually in my brand new house that I built last year. I moved in June, right when I stopped YouTube, so I think I'll have a video of that coming up soon, kind of the process of building and moving in and all of that to then get into a final house tour. But I love it. I'm in love with my space. I'm in love with my house. My dog Toto, he's still around, and it's very special to be living here on the Sunshine Coast, close to my family, but in a place to call my own. So I love it. Will you do routines and workouts and Q&A stuff? Yes, I will. This channel is now gonna be focused around just a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So that looks like fitness videos, fitness exercises, workouts, eating habits, routines, daily life, balance, travel, all of that. And I'm so excited because that is the direction we're going. No more amputee stuff, blah. I am so much more than my amputation, and that's something that I've really had to learn in these last couple months. So I know I'm starting fresh as a content creator on here, but I am so excited because this is where I want to go, and this is where I need to be, and this is what I need to share. So new change, new era, new. How has your faith been over this past year? This is a really good question, because this is my first time not really having a church to go to be in every single Sunday and really hold me accountable. Because as you guys know, when I was in the city, I was a part of Vivid Church and I served a lot there, and I still love the church, but there's not one of those on the Sunshine Coast here, and the churches are just very different here. And I played soccer for the last year, so that was actually the exact same time as church, so I wasn't even able to attend. But it's been a challenge, and it's been beautiful in its own way, because I've had to learn how to spend time with Jesus on my own, in my own house, worshiping in my house, worshiping in my car, making those moments so much more intimate and so much more meaningful, because if I don't make time for the moments at home, I'm not gonna have them. It's definitely been something I've leaned on this last year, something I've been tested on, something I've been challenged on, and something that I'm so excited to continue to grow on moving forward. So good question. What position do I play in soccer? I play forward because I love to run and shoot at the net. Do you plan to get married and have kids in the near future? Absolutely. I don't know about near future because I have to meet somebody first, but as soon as I meet the right person and we get married, I am like, rock on, pop them out. That's all I'm gonna say. But yes, I want a family and I want a husband. It kind of tailgates onto a lot of these questions asking me if I'm single or if I'm in a relationship or how my dating life is, blah, 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 blah. I'm single right now. I'm happily single. I'm waiting for the right person, and that's all I want. I don't want to mess around. I don't want games. I don't want to just date to date and have fun. I'm looking for my spouse and somebody to do life with and run after life with, and that's all I want. So single, but waiting and happy. Now that you have a home gym, would you ever go back to a regular gym? So I actually have been going to our rec center gym just to do some cardio there because I feel less motivated to do it at home when I'm just by myself. So I still go there, do some cardio, do a couple leg machines that I don't have in my home gym. I have to show you guys that. That will be a whole other video, but I do a little bit of both. Hardest thing about moving from the mainland. I really think it's just lack of things to do. To be honest, this one is a mixture of a whole bunch of things. Like, I love living in a small town. I love being raised in a small town, but I also am very much a city girl at the same time, and I love the city. I love the busyness. I love people working hard. I love the motivation that comes from a city. So I think having that. And other times, I also love being home, and I love being close with my friends again and being close to my family. So I go through days where it's like some days are really great, some days are like, could go for more. I'm trying to stay on topic with just catching up, and we'll do like a regular Q&A another time, but we're just gonna keep going here. What is the ultimate goal for the platform you've worked so hard to create? That is a really good question and something I have spent a lot of time thinking about in these last couple months. Ultimately, I want somebody to look at my life and look at the things that I share and say, hey, like, if she's had to go through some sort of adversity to be able to do these things and to believe in herself and to believe in this life, maybe I can too, whether you have another disability or you don't and you're just going through something, you're going through a change, going through a transition. I just hope that my life can encourage you to keep going in yours and just inspire you and ultimately share with you guys the hope that I have and the reason why I'm so confident, the reason why I believe in myself. And so I hope, in a way, my videos are just a light to somebody's life. Whatever way you take that, I hope that it's just something refreshing and something encouraging and something that leaves you better than when you first came to it, or more inspired. You know? Did you enjoy the time away? I really, really did. I think for me, the biggest thing was just being able to enjoy moments and not have to film them, which was special in its own way, because I feel like I'm always like, camera, capture it. But this time I was just like, no, like, I'm just gonna live this and experience it with my own eyes, because sometimes we need to put our phone down and stop taking pictures and stop taking videos and just be there. And so for me, the moments between my own successes as well as moments with my family and my friends, just being present without a camera, I think has been a really big blessing, but it's also something that I've missed. I've missed you guys, I've missed filming. So yeah, I needed the break, but I'm very ready to be back. Have you made a decision about a path of life? I think for career-wise, I'm definitely pursuing social media. This is what I love. I love connecting with you guys. I love being friends with you guys. I love the industry. I love the world of it, and it's something that I want to dive into even more. And so this is definitely where I'm going with my career, as well as starting some businesses on the side, which you guys will hear about soon. But it all connects back to social media and you guys and our community and our family here. How old am I? I'm 24. I'm old. That's how old I am. Do you ever acknowledge people in your DMs? I actually do. A lot of times I'll go through my requested and I'll just respond to somebody, not if you just say like, hey, but if you ask me something or if it's more of a personal message, I'll always try and get back to you over time. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. When is your documentary coming out and on what platform? In case you've been following me on my other platforms, I did film a documentary this summer and continue to a little bit through this year. It will actually be releasing on here. So I'm glad you guys are here because you're not gonna miss it, and it should be coming out anytime in these next couple months. We're just in post-production, so stay tuned because it's coming, and it's a full documentary on like my life. So more details on that coming soon, but I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I need to stop talking with my hands. I'm literally like, do you have any new goals / plans for the future? I do. Not all of them I can share, but it starts with just growing the momentum on my social medias. That's here, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. I'm going all in on everything right now, and I'm making stuff happen. Lots of change coming. Very exciting. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. Why did you take a break from YouTube? Again, I kind of touched on this already, but it just happened. Like, I actually really didn't plan on taking it. I just somehow never returned, so I'm sorry about that. What is one thing the Lord has taught you this year? This is a big one, and it's been a journey, but I think ultimately the biggest thing that I've learned is no matter how far you drift away or seasons that you go where you feel far away or you feel like you're not in touch or you can't hear him, he is never far away, and when you get to the other side of it, you'll look back and you'll see that he was there all along. So I think for me, the biggest thing is just that he's never left. He's never left me on my own. I've never gone through a moment by myself. As much as I might have felt it in the moment, he was there and he was protecting me and he was loving me in those moments. So I think that's the best thing and the biggest thing that I've learned is just that he's always there and he always loves you no matter what you're doing, no matter how far you drift, no matter what's going on in your life. He loves you and he's there for you, and if you turn to him, he's gonna answer and he's gonna love you all the same. So I think that's been the biggest thing that I've really learned to play with and wrestle with this year and come to believe wholeheartedly. And I think I'm just gonna end it there because a lot of these are either accident related or just regular questions, but I kind of want to leave this Q&A as something that's just us catching up together. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for staying if you're still here. Thank you for joining me for the first time. If you're new, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. I'm active on those every single day, and I cannot wait to go on this next journey with you guys. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me and just being my friend. I love you. Comment down below if anything related to you guys or if you want to chat. I will be here and I'll be chatting with you guys and responding to every comment. So I love you and I'll see you later this week. Bye!